Last we met, your party was successful in returning the amount of delirium. What was it? 8 stones worth of delirium to Felix, to a vacant tower belonging to a man known as Kiri. This was a purchase, a means that Lord Raywold was able to acquire for your reconstitution pods to be made in. But some testing had to be done, and with the help of some Scion apprentices and Scion Isla herself, they performed some benchmark tests on Gary, just to make sure that the delirium surges would not kill you upon reanimating your corpse. But there were some surprising developments. A vision, it would seem, but really to be a memory that your mannequin, Gary, recalled upon receiving a full surge through one of these tests. You remembered some pieces of information of how the Scions began their developments of mannequins, and after some questioning, the Scions, maybe the pieces of human or creature being remains that could be within some of these mannequins are still able to retain their old memories. This left a big question mark in your party's head. What do the Scions wish to do with mannequins? How far do they want to take this, and how far do they want to take Gary in this? Aside from those questions, they gave you a timeline of roughly 48 hours until your pods are complete. And so you all went your ways to your rooms above. And Changus, you had caught Raywold speaking to somebody who gave him a missive. You weren't able to catch their face, you weren't able to catch who it was, but someone had delivered a missive to Lord Raywold. This piqued your interest enough to grab a drink or 2 or 3 with the Lord himself.
Whatever it takes.
In order to swipe and see what could be delivered to Thomacrin Raywold. With some skullduggery, with some hijinks, you learned that the missive was sent from Lord Grendellock had sent a calling to Lord Raywold, saying that something important has left him. He's lost something near and dear to him. And he is calling upon an ally whom he once shared with, but that was all the information that was on that letter. You put it back. You tried to leave his quarters as fast as you could, and Dakaran went back to cover your tracks, essentially, while Lord Raywold was passed out on the chaise lounge in that room. And you all split yourselves up into the various rooms provided to you in Kiri's tower. The split seemed to be Draco and Issa, Changus and Orin, Ulrich and Dakaran, and then that left Gary to be with Gothrog and Mist. And as Gothrog and Mist, you guys entered your chambers, Gary kind of like remove some components on his arm, like gloves, parts of him that seem to be encumbering him just a little bit, enough to give him some piece of stasis in order for him to recover in a similar fashion as you two do. Before I get into more of the scene, what do the rest of you do in your downtime prior to taking your long rest?
I might just be in my room, stretching my wings, doing poses, fighting poses.
Okay. Various fighting stances. All right.
Yeah.
I might say, like, obviously you're going to unravel a scene further. But I think I might say, like, to Gary, like, H88, you don't remember, like, your old name, do you?
Sorry, it's funny. You all have not referred to me as H88 in some time. A little comical.
Indeed.
Sorry, across the table. That's a talent.
Old name? No, I was designated H88.
But you don't remember, like, what you were called before H88. You were called something.
I am unaware of a time before my designation to Lord Grendelock. As far as I'm aware, the Scions created me. Lord Grendelock bought me, and the rest is history.
I just... And I'm not speaking in, you know, a subtle way about your character, but I do think there's more to you than that meets the eye. And I think one day we'll see.
That's a sentiment. I appreciate it.
Good night, Gary.
Have a good rest.
Is there anything that the rest of you wish to do in your chambers?
Issa is digitating a glass of milk, warm and then cold.
Okay.
Oren is writing in his journal. And he is writing some poetry. And it's kind of not very good. Like he's trying to get his mind off things and thinking about a time before he was subject to all of this. Yeah, I think he writes and until he gets a little drowsy and then closes up the journal.
Would this been one of the first times that Oren has written in his journal since being transported to Liarna? Or would he have been doing this prior to any long rest, or really in general?
Well, I haven't role-played it, but it's possible that on occasion, when he had a spare moment, although it seems like he has not had many spare moments.
I just, the idea of Oren opening his journal and being like, hey, it's been a while.
Or I was thinking of like writing like dark, sort of like borderline suicidal poetry, being like, sometimes you just want to walk the plank.
Sometimes the plank walks you.
It's how you stay sane when you're out.
I do like hot tropic out here.
I thought I saw another mermaid again.
It was my own shadow.
I told myself to walk the plank, but I couldn't. I wouldn't dare. I'm the captain.
Chinggis, I think this might be the first time you would have clocked Oren actually taking some time for himself and writing in a book.
Awesome. Hell yeah. I don't want to bother him about it. It's great.
You audibly say awesome. Important.
Sick.
Right away, bro. Right away.
Yeah, keep going. I love this.
The pattern scratching is like ASMR to me.
I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is literacy very common around these parts?
Hey, just with me. What were you saying?
Those 40 MGs are hidden.
We got a minute.
We got a minute.
I don't write in a common tongue. I write in as the sounds appear. Not a common language, just sounding it out, because that's all I know.
Nice. Did you were you taught to write by somebody? Is it common where you're from? What stands out?
Many.
You got it.
Many, a fellow sailor on the sea taught me how to scratch.
Nice.
Because sometimes you need to know that when you're on the sea.
Just see things,
Also, I love that lingo. How to scratch.
Not everyone can read the sailor's scratch, though, let me tell you.
That's beautiful. Wow. Damn, that's fascinating. Can you read it all? Anything else?
I may not be the most literate feller ever, but I can read me own scratches.
Cool. Dang. I didn't know there were so many sides to you.
Well, there's not a lot of sides, but it's a big side, let me tell you.
Now, you're a multitudinous being, my friend.
Thank you, James.
Not a lot of sides. One big long one.
Yeah, a lot of sides. Port, starboard,
Front, back,
Ballast.
bow, ass.
Hell ass.
Chinggis, what be that?
Port, starboard, bow, stern.
Yes.
Yes.
Port's on the left because it's 4 letters, so it's
We've discussed this
Is
in the
that
last
from you?
campaign. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. From that boat.
From that campaign.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
Chinggis, I never.
I've been eating my diary pages.
Chinggis!
Yeah, you're choking on your scratch.
Chinggis, I never knew you wore a nightgown to bed.
Oh, dude, with the hat, with the thing. Oh, it's the best.
This is canon. Chinggis is holding a candle and he is making sure that every door and cranny window is closed.
Free flowing. And then you just do a couple whips like that. I try to subtly flow with magic for a sec to make it look like the band's doing it. This shit's the best, dude.
Pinocchio! Sorry.
I saw him out in the hallway checking everybody, and I decided to pull a prank on them by dressing up in black hood with a candle and walking in and hunching over.
Drinking wine. Wearing a black hood.
You've never had. Where'd you get that from?
On my bed sheet.
Mist, would there be any evening routine that you would do prior to taking your long rest?
Just want to add a couple spells. I was going to work on something regarding the
Oh, the Alchemist's Cookbook? Okay.
but it takes about 2 to 4 hours to make.
You're sidling.
I don't know how much time that I would like to.
So, the shortest long rest for you is still going to be 8 hours. Right. But that doesn't mean that you would just be a... It doesn't mean that the shortest long rest would prevent you from being the last one to wake up. So,
right.
So if you perform this, right, you would basically be taking a long rest later than everyone else, waking up...
Please! Cool. Yeah.
What is it that you were wanting to create?
I wanted to create something that would take 4 hours, but maybe I'll just make a shriek stone that'll take only 1 hour.
Great.
Yeah, so then the shriek stone will take 1 hour. Well, yeah, let's do it. I'll make something. Yeah, cool. 3 hours.
Okay. Shriekstone, and then what else?
Hearthfire tonic.
Earthfire tonic. Very nice. Very nice.
Sick.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay. As you all eventually conclude your evening rituals and climb into your beds, Gonzar, give me a perception check, but with disadvantage.
Buddy. Dirty 20.
With disadvantage?
My lowest roll was a 16. Wow. That was sick.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, that's D&D.
Fucking sharp, dude.
Roughly about a little after midnight passes, you're stirring a bit to fall asleep. It shook you knowing how this world and the moon has attempted to pull away at your memory, and I think you're wrestling with that tonight. At least in the beginning. Mist is concluding his potions and making some sort of tonic. You know he's been up for hours, and the two of you, Mist and Gotrog, hear H88 stir from his stasis. This whole time, ever since you tried to get some shut-eye, he stood upright almost like a post, and just you saw the golden light from his eyes dim, and maybe you walked up to him and like tried to see if he truly was awake or not, and concluded that that this is his process of like actually going to sleep.
Yeah.
But the lights changed to a deep sapphire color, the blue, in his eyes. And you hear him say,
Stasis log 327. Much to consider in this tower of vacancy and artifice. And surely rest must come for my party whom I'm designated to. Leaves little room for waking hours. Slumber smothers wakefulness, and conspiracies bubble and brew. It's ironic that their memories seem to twinkle and fade, but mine retain a former life? Surely this is some master illusion. A hex, no doubt. Perhaps weariness has made all of us delusional. But is this doubt? What is this? What does it mean for me to doubt? What does it mean for me to be? These are my friends. I'm compelled to serve them. I want to serve. I must. But there is a conflict I cannot evade. There's something undeniable that I must bear. A memory. A person. Though I desire to seek this truth, it must be purged soon. I cannot be a risk to the mission of the Ashenborn. Whatever parasite dwells within my core will be put down. I feel strongly about this. I feel No. No more. We don't feel. We only do. That is our purpose. That is my designation. Their will is mine. Furthermore, should this cancerous source of alien memory be identified and removed, then let it be so. Then my purpose and form shall be efficient. Yes. Then I shall be free. Like angels.
You look once more, and the eyes have now shifted to that dull golden hue when he first began his stasis. I need you and Mizd, to tell me what it is, or how it is, you two would have reacted hearing this being spoken aloud.
Am I not sleeping soon?
You were essentially, at this point in time, at the tail end of concluding your tonic.
Oh, gotcha.
So you were, your back was,
before
correct. So your back was probably away, like face. Your back was probably facing him, and maybe you, Gotzrog, had like one eye barely peeked open just to see this all happen.
I was like Square Enix character pose.
Yeah, hands behind the head.
I think primarily one eyebrow would have been raised as I looked at H88 the entire time. I definitely would have been like pressured to speak up to try and maybe interrupt the thought process as it was happening. Just see if just out of curiosity to see if I could like interrupt it, or if you had some level of consciousness during this, dreamlike, log state that he was in. But yeah, definitely noting the sort of self-awareness of Gary at this moment, which wasn't always present. Obviously,
right.
We're learning more about this. But yeah, I definitely I probably would have spoken up just to see what would have happened to interrupt it. But yeah, at this point, I think I would have just said, maybe you looked at Mizd and said, maybe something to deal with tomorrow, or to continue thinking about.
And I just, I'm humming line while I'm doing this, as I do. I look up to you like this, just like low brow.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
And as, just briefly, shortly after this quiet conversation, I'm assuming, between the two of you, all of the golden veins on his arms and body begin to glow, and his head turns upward, and he's looking as though he's looking for something.
Who are you? How are you doing this?
And then powers back down into stasis once more.
Should we consider restraining him in his current state?
Absolutely.
Does he rest upon a dock or a wall mount or something, or can he just be independently sort of in stasis?
He's just standing. Yeah,
Okay.
Arms
at
independent.
sides.
No mount. Yep. Hands to his sides. That's it.
Anyone have
I think we should have.
I would definitely imagine a ranger, or excuse me, a druid would have some.
I have herbalism kit and thieves tools.
Then you would absolutely have a rope
Okay.
Thieves use ropes.
of some
Climb into-
kind.
Alchemists, glass blowers, jewelers, and tinkers.
I have a robe.
We tie him up with a robe.
Kind of kid.
With
I'm looking at
you can double check, but I believe as far as like the old set that thieves tools would come with would be a set of manacles.
Okay. That might be enough. Should I just Google thieves tools?
I'll just say you can assume that it's part of that kit, and you can either add it as an independent item or however you want to treat it in your inventory.
Okay.
What color is he like?
What color is what?
What color is he like?
He's not glowing anymore.
What was he? What color was he?
His you've known that he has like these various veins of like a. It's not really fluid. It's just like I'll pull up the thing, but it's not there. It was a golden color.
So I have.
I have also bone puppetry, which I could just. I wonder if which I can take control of precise control of any creature's skeleton until the end of the creature's next turn.
Does he have a
Bone
skeleton?
magic.
Because he
So that would mean that you would have control of him for 6 seconds.
only say, oh gosh.
That's crazy.
Shit, that's useful.
Yeah, I mean, if I have manacles, I think I gently lock him up and just out of safety. I think the gold, just metagaming, the gold light makes me think, like, brings me to the attention of the elf folks north of Luyarda. For some reason, don't know why. But yeah. So he's manacled, arms behind his back. Because I know he's got the arm cannon and stuff like that. So his arms are like so. I think it'd be helpful for his arms to be behind the back. And then Luke, do you have any tools?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have?
I have tinker tools, alchemist tools, jeweler's tools, glass blower's tools.
Okay. Would a rope be included in any of those?
I wouldn't imagine.
Dang. Okay.
Is it a robe or a rope? My
I
adventure.
had a robe, but
Yeah, you have a robe.
I have a robe.
what robe do I have? Is it like a bathrobe?
No, like
Are you looking to
it's like a
secure
black
the
cloak.
manacles?
a cloak, like a dark cloak, probably.
Right. Like
To secure the manacle. You could use a rope. Rope. Twist it. That's a strong rope.
We don't have a robe.
He doesn't have a rope.
You don't have a robe? I mean, robe.
Oh, you mean robe?
Wet shit don't break.
I'm not actually here.
Is there
Somewhere
like a
subconscious.
closet or anything in our room?
There's a wardrobe, yeah.
Could Gary fit in the wardrobe?
He's about the height of the wardrobe, so he would be a little scrunched, but you could try.
Can you even lift him?
Probably. I'm a half giant.
Oh, never mind.
Well,
I have a
here.
rope. It's just us in the room.
Okay.
You need a rope? I got a rope.
Well,
Well,
where's the
you're-
nearest bedroom?
Oh,
We're in
on this hall. It's essentially like 2 doors and then 2 doors. So next to you would have been Draco and Issa's, and then across would have been Ulrich and Dakaran, as well as Chengiz and Orin.
So the rooms are full.
Yes.
Now I'm prepared for you
Well,
to just like stick
I-
in someone's room.
If I can stop, or I can stop what I'm doing,
Mhm.
I'd love to get up and run across the room, or just like run into the hall.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. Hey, I have a rope. Quick.
You hear rapping on the door.
Across the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear it or do I wake up?
Who's in the room? Who's in
Roll
the
your
room?
dice.
I think. Give me,
Okay.
hey, Chengiz and Orin. Roll a d20. If you roll above a 15, either of you, You're not adding anything to it. If you roll above a 15, or sorry, 15 or higher, then I would say you wake up.
Only one of them gets to wake up. 9. I'm snoozing like a baby.
You hear nothing at the door, though you know that they and what you seek is inside.
All right, I think what I'm gonna do.
I don't even have a pulse.
I'm gonna try and maneuver HAD into my bed
Whoa.
and pull the covers over him, and then use my strength and use my scissors and pliers to just pierce the sheets onto the bed.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
as a makeshift. So he's like handcuffed and he's held down.
Okay. No roll necessary. It happens. Now, when he wakes up, what's the success of this going to be? We have no idea.
Yeah.
But
I think
it happens.
I can more confidently sleep without him just waking up with his handcuffs behind his back and being like, I don't know, running straight into the wall or something like that.
Yeah. Very nice. Do you go further into the room?
No.
You open? How quiet are you being grabbing the rope from his back?
Bag or back?
Bag.
Okay. If it's visible, I'm glad.
I mean, it's not visible, but you know whatever he carries on him is in his bag, so you would have to search the bag. But are you just like quick rummaging? I don't care, as fast in and out as possible, or are you taking a minute just to make sure you're being quiet and not disturbing them?
I'm just going in normal line.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
I need both of you to give me a perception check with disadvantage, please. Which actually would... I'm sorry. Yeah, still disadvantage. I was going to say it would be a straight roll for you, but you do not have your shield on you.
Exactly.
No. With disadvantage, I got a 22.
Whoa!
Orin, your pirate instinct gives you the vibe that someone is breaking in and trying to rob you.
Okay.
Before you even turn over to see who it is, what would that instinct look like?
Good question. Probably. If I sense something nearby, I don't know, just like striking with my fist.
Well, how close would you have put your backpack? Do you keep that close, or is that just anywhere that you chose to drop it? By your bed. Okay, so it's close.
Yeah.
You know, swing at the noise. Give me an attack roll. Give me an attack roll. Add your just.
Hey, and when I hear something from anyone in this room, also normal volume. What do you mean? I'm walking into how creaky is this room?
I mean, it's
extremely creaky.
This is not a new construction, so
Is it stone? Stone?
No, it's wood.
It's wood. It's not a new construction.
Hardwood floor.
So look, they didn't hear me open the door. Normal volume.
This is
what.
This is
at 22.
This is what that roll is basically saying. Is yes, he did hear you entering and also rummaging through his bag. Yes.
Oh.
Orin waking up. What the fuck?
Yeah, give me an attack roll and just add your strength modifier to this.
So I feel like what's going to happen is, since I'm assuming he's leaning over like a crate or something.
A backpack.
A backpack, right?
Yeah.
He's going to swing and smack him on the ass, and then his head is going to bump into the wall.
Well, we'll see.
9.
9. I'm assuming your AC is higher than a 9.
Yeah, I think it's 12.
Okay. Wide haymaker goes over your head, surprising you. I mean, like, yeah, maybe you're not being stealthy for sure, but also, oh shit. Orin knows that I'm going through his bag. You're up. You see him. You caught him literally red-handed, both hands into your bag. What do you do?
I start humming. I start doing them like, hey.
What are you looking for?
Orin, hi. Sorry.
Do you always make a habit of rummaging through other people's things, matey? I could have knocked your head clean off your shoulder.
But you didn't. But you did.
What are you looking
I
for?
need rope. Gary, no good.
I need rope. Well, I suppose you can take some rope.
Yeah, what would a pirate's what would a pirate's interpretation of rope be? Huh?
You're hanging someone from the gallows, eh? Take it, matey.
Come with us. I say in a very slower tone and
Wait,
Something.
back to you.
back to the room.
All right.
I mean-
I'll see what's going on.
Yeah, and
Orin, you walk back, kind of stumbling. You were out of a very deep sleep at this point, and you walk back and you see Gotrog lying on the floor next to his bed, and in his bed instead is Gary with a sheet pinned around him, but still posted in stasis form.
What the hell is going on in here?
I think I'm trying to sleep, and I groggily open my eyes and I would say, Gary's been speaking in his sleep. He mentioned, or he was creating a log. I don't know, to be stored in, the diary that resides inside of him, and in that log, he mentioned that he was sort of wrestling with the idea of self-awareness, and we were exposed to this yesterday, a little bit more in earnest, but this was definitely piqued my interest. Then a few minutes later, some kind of golden light shone through his eyes, and it was some force that he didn't find too welcome. And it seemed to possibly push back on maybe the elements of his self-awareness, or elements of the Gary that we've come to know. But it's tough to know, and so what I did as I looked over at Mist, and he wordlessly confirmed that we had the same opinion on this matter. But we have him in cuffs, and I have a pretty crude system to keep him pinned until stasis is over. Obviously,
You're
maybe-
worried he might try to pull something.
I have no idea. And I mean, ultimately, if he is just a goddamn robot, he's subservient to us anyway. So we'll just leave him there for now, and
All right. Well,
this is
let's
worth interrogating further, I
We
think.
got some rope here. Shall we restrain him quickly
let's do it.
so I can get back to sleep?
Let's do it.
All right. You two
So I think we just do, like, he's got 20 feet of rope, we just loop it around the bed twice short ways. Or whatever, however many times we can get with the 20 feet of rope. And then I probably return the pliers and scissors into my thieves' tools bag. And I resume sleeping with the, couch pillow I've got on the floor.
Yep.
Damn. I think two's exactly right, too. Two is big.
Sweet.
Mist, you, after this takes place, is it safe to assume that you would finish the construction of your tonic and then also resting? Okay. And Orin, you would go back to your bed as well. And all of your bodies know when dawn happens, but by the time everyone wakes up, even those of you who have not been involved in this scene, when you look outside to see the morning sun, it is darker outside than you expected. And you see just the top half, the upper crest of the sun reaching an apex on the horizon. You look further and further through the gloom of the sky, and the eclipsed moon stays affixed. Though not weeping crimson currently, is still affixed in such a state. The amount of sunlight does not give you confidence that it will last long. This may mean that your moments of potential daylight have been shortened as a result of this eldritch moon.
Damn.
Those of you who woke up later, those of you who woke up earlier, those being Issa, Cengiz, Ulrich, Dakarin, are you checking in on your comrades or anything else in your morning routine, as it were?
I'd always want to slip that dossier under his bed a little bit about the reroll.
What dossier? Oh, the letter?
Yeah, I guess can that be assumed it's already? I wanted to.
Dakarin took care of that the night before.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he made sure that the letter was put back properly in a manner that gives you confidence nothing is afoot.
Hell yeah. Damn, I would definitely like walk around and see to say things crazy.
Yeah.
And otherwise, just to get back on my bearings is what a freaking couple days. Huh?
I'll come back to you. Yeah, Issa, what's your morning looking like?
I don't know. What used to be doing in the morning?
Probably has something to do with milk, I'm sure.
Some hobbit shit, some magic shit.
I'm checking my milk. Checking on my milk. Reheating the milk.
It got cold overnight.
Yeah. Gotta keep that shit warm. So who's still sleeping? It's
as of right now, Gotrog, Mizd, and Orin are still sleeping. Yeah, you and Draco would have woke up around the same time, likely.
and so I wouldn't have known about any of the noise with
With them?
Gary.
Yeah, no.
It's Gary out here.
He's in stasis in our room. So if you want to check it, if you want to just sort of like randomly want to check on him,
No.
feel free.
Did we get confirmation on whether or not Gary had like a bio element to him?
It's strongly suggested.
Okay.
Yeah, all droids do to some extent of it's a dead body. That
I'm
they
currently
turn.
picturing C-3PO meets General Grievous. So.
Yeah, Woo. I think that's a good comp.
It's fucking great. Wow. Do I hear that? I'm curious. What is it in stasis? What are you at? Gary? Our Gary?
I'm asleep in your room.
Gary.
Yeah, you and Orin is still asleep by the time.
I mean, maybe
you're
your
awake.
curiosity is piqued. Maybe if you're still thinking about that as you awake, you could be
I
like,
dreamt about Gary.
yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up desperately wanting to check on him. Our robot
I had
companion.
dreams about him.
Nice. Well, I guess I'm before in time. I just walked through the hallway. I don't think anything would be noticeable from the hallway, so I'm just looking at doors. So I grab some tea and maybe sit outside.
Where'd the tea come from?
I travel with. I got a little tank.
Oh.
Continental breakfast at the Science Fortress, or at whatever we're.
Sticks his whole arm down there. He's got like a whole continental breakfast. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give little cups.
Yes. Croissant.
Outside, sitting with your tea, you see a carriage, not far from the road in front of Kiri's tower. The driver is sitting at the front. He kind of looks over in your direction, but it doesn't appear that anyone's inside the carriage. The man just seems to be waiting. People around you, you can kind of hear echoes of the Luyarna's morning rousing, but that's the only thing that kind of sticks out to you.
Nice. Any identifiable features about the man? He looks like a normal person.
Give me a perception check. And if you are fully donned with everything you normally wear during the day, you may apply advantage.
I would be to sit outside.
Okay.
I wouldn't be wearing. I had the shield. Like I'd be like kind of posted up with it.
Yeah.
Trying to be cool a little bit.
For sure. Give me advantage on it.
Aura farming.
Or it's just aura farm, just mobbing.
He's leaning on a shield casually.
22. I don't need advantage.
Fuck advantage. Fuck advantage.
There is one thing that you clock on him. There is this man looks to be an individual that looks maybe about as old as Raywald did. Like the first time you met him, before he was half fungi. And on his lapel, there's a moment where you see him like adjusting the saddle or adjusting the reins, and his lapel turns towards you, and you're able to see VM on his lapel, stitched in.
Would my character know off the top of his head? Can I roll for that? I don't consciously recall anything with the legs.
I would say unfortunately with confidence, VM isn't ringing any bells.
Is the lettering placeable at all of like source language out of style if it's from any kind of race or region?
It looks like a traditional serif font.
Nice, okay.
It's in Times New Roman.
Oh yeah.
Times Old Roman.
Serif does the job, dude.
Times Old Elvish. But Issa, if you're walking in and checking in on the rest of your comrades, you see Gotrog and Mist passed out, and rummaging in the bed is Gary.
Oh, he's rummaging.
He's rummaging the
My
bed.
man's rummaging.
My man's rummaging.
Someone's waiting for him.
Oh, Issa. Would you mind? I believe our compatriots must have had a bout of the night terrors. I believe they bound me. It's not exactly going to hold me for very long, but it'd make it a lot easier if you would unrestrain me from the bed.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Alright.
Okay. You unknot him, and as he sits up,
He's pissed sleeping right now. I'm freaking pissed off while I'm sleeping.
Getting madder and madder.
You know that.
Who hasn't had a pissed sleep?
Shoeing gets up.
Oh man!
And you just wake up already there.
as he sits up, still seated in the bed, you hear the manacles bracing up against his wrists,
Oh, that's extra troublesome.
and you see like the shoulders begin to bend and forced back as he seems to be unable to break himself from the bonds of the manacles.
Oh. Do you know whether Gotrog or Mist may have the key to this? I feel like it'd be a lot more useful with my hands unrestrained.
That's fair, but I wouldn't even know which one to. I wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, where did the
Well, one must start somewhere.
Why not here? Why not now?
Why not now?
Too much work.
Anytime you see a mysteriously tied up robot, how eager are you? He's like,
I mean, it's kind of strange. I've never seen you tied up like this before, and
Neither
I've been
have I.
traveling for quite a while now.
Are we all in the room?
yeah, he's tired.
No.
No, it's.
Well, you can
You might be
choose
awake.
to go in the room.
Yeah, you might be awake.
Yeah, we'll go
Okay.
in the room.
Can I use my passive perception to be a nosy eavesdropper?
Aren't you looking?
You're
at,
outside.
You're looking at VM.
Yeah.
If that's, I thought that's simultaneous.
Huh?
It
I thought
is-
it was
can't
in a
astral
prior
project,
turn.
bro.
Okay.
You can't astral project.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah. I'm going to say you are unaware of this currently happening, unless you think like you're done with this and you want to like share what you just saw to them.
Nah, I'd be outside.
Okay.
That's fair.
Ooh, could be. Didn't the Vickers? What if it was Vic or something? I can't remember the Vickers' names. What if VM stood for Vic or something? Just like I don't know. This is metagaming. I'm not talking to you.
I'm still
This
asleep.
is from Simon to Seth. This is not from Gotrog to Changis, okay?
Damn, yeah, because there's the twins, right?
Yes.
The twin brothers.
Yes, and I don't remember their names. I could try and pull my document, but I don't know if that's what it's.
Do I do any getting priestly vibes? I feel like I could pick up on if a
Ah,
man has been
yes.
through clerical training or not.
Give me a religion check.
Oh yeah. Alright, got a 12 and a really decent 22.
I know. Yo! 22?
That is a good modifier, dude.
I have a 20% modifier.
Water off your back.
Don't worry, Quincy.
Yeah, I can. I can spot a poocha man a mile away.
Yeah, those are church robes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an egghead who spent a long time in a church.
There is for one, a posturing that he bears that gives a sense of reverence, but also, and in conjunction with that, equally as high perception check. I would say that you're able to not only on the lapel see that VM, but you see a like kind of hidden to most, but you're able to see like twofold white collars coming up from inside.
Fucking dunk from the paint from over here.
That's the golden grail of priest spotting. The collar. It's when they're walking around with the Bible and sermon notes.
It's really pissing me off if I can remember their names.
Let me pull up my Zoho document here. Not that I know anything of what you're going with. I'm just sort of guessing as to sort of what you're experiencing. As Gotrog, I don't know what you're seeing.
How much time, Issa, would pass before you attempt to release Gary of his bonds, or do you leave him until everyone wakes up?
Yeah, Issa would say, you know what? I feel like if my compatriots here, I feel like if they tied you to a bed with ropes and then also put manacles on your arms, there might have been good reason for it. So I feel like we might just have to ride this one out and wait until they wake up.
Well, if this is what you suggest, I will abide.
Do you remember what happened here?
I went into stasis, and I completed my stasis in Gotrog's bed.
Is that stasis, or you just have to?
Was stiff as a board.
To be fair, that's your normal state.
Yeah.
Yeah, this all strikes me as kind of odd, but what's 3 more hours, right? Can you do you have like a? Can you just go back into stasis? Do you have like a button?
Oh no, that's not something that you are able to operate, but I believe patience is in order.
Patience. Okay.
And if we want to fast forward to the point when Gotrog and Mist and Orin also wake up, we can just do that too.
This goes on for an hour and a half.
No, I want to explore this. We've got some exploration to do.
Undeveloped relationship.
Hey, if you have questions you want to ask them, you are welcome too. Okay.
If you do, there's that timer.
Brief lore pause. Seth, the 2 vicars I have written down.
Oh shit.
Vicar Henry Enander and his twin brother Vargas. So Henry Enander and Vargas Enander. Those are the 2 vicars.
They're both dead, right?
Vargas,
I
you
don't
guys
recall.
kill.
But
Vargas is dead.
Brief, like within the last 10 minutes of lore time, as Changus woke up, basically he was on like or whatever his NPC route tree was going outside sipping tea, and there was a carriage that strode up with an interesting looking fellow as the driver, and he noticed through perception and religion checks that the driver had a VM patch, V.M. patch on his lapel, and through the religion check noticed that there was a sort of a religious-y white collar.
Ah.
So that's why I had to look up the vicar names.
Gotcha.
So anyway, returning to Issa in front of Mist and Eye's sleeping bodies.
And I'd say,
Gary, what's your real name, after all?
H88 was my designated name.
So I named him Gary.
Oh, it would have been something more.
You're there now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where am I?
you would be awake at this point. You and Ulrich would actually be awake at this point. And the doors to Ms. Gary and Gotrog's room is open. You would be able to, even with a passive perception, hear a conversation happening.
Yeah.
Mosey on over.
Mosey on over.
All right.
It's like morning.
Yes.
Okay.
Though the dawn is kind of like the dark months in Alaska, where the sun is barely peeking over the horizon, and the eldritch eclipsed moon is still in the sky, though not appearing to be dripping currently.
Just reminding us that it's there.
Yeah. So you would come upon the scene.
It might be worth it to have all of the party members present if there is a question of Gotrog or Mist's character. Perhaps they're untrustworthy of me. Perhaps they're untrustworthy all together. Questions worth asking.
You don't remember? Sorry, I just walked in. What?
Well, as
You can wake me up and I might be able to explain something.
Guys, hey! It's morning, so you know.
Oh, hello.
I was asleep.
I don't know what happened.
Let me just.
It's not what it looks like.
Let me just get my bearings here. So last night, both Mist and I were awake for our own sort of subjective reasons, kind of late into the night. And we both witnessed 2 instances of sorry to talk about you in the sort of second person here, Gary, but 2 instances of H88 sort of behaving abnormally. And of course, you recall yesterday us learning that there might be something more to the mannequins that were sort of being led on to us as it was first described to us. Anyway, instance number 1. Gary appeared to, during stasis, begin to sort of write a diary entry, sort of verbally as he was in stasis, pondering the idea of self-awareness, like sort of in a meta way, asking why he was thinking about like these about self-awareness, about wondering about these self-conscious things, and then at the end was sort of requesting, I think was sort of like requesting that wish and that wondering would be taken away from him. Anyway, his eyes then dimmed. He went back to complete stasis. Later, his eyes glowed gold, and it seemed like it was a more of a hard reset, and it appeared that he was going back to more of a sort of traditional mannequin robotic state, if I recall correctly. Sorry, I'm trying to.
No, you got it. The only part that followed the gold was him receiving a communication unrecognized by him.
Yeah.
It seems, and something that you recall him saying, "Who are you? Why are you speaking to me?" Things like that.
Yeah. Okay, I apologize for not recalling all.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
After hearing that, like, Mist and I both sort of raised an eyebrow, and so among my thieves' tools, I used like manacles to lock his hands behind his back. We didn't have a rope available to us. Mist then basically breaks into Orin and Changus's room to try and steal a rope. To try and steal a rope. Meanwhile, while he's doing that, I just move H88 into my bed, and I use scissors and pliers and just sort of like hammer them into the sheets so that he can't get up.
Just to pin him in.
Yeah, just like pin him in. And then Miz, unable to find a robe, wakes up Orin, and Orin swings at him, misses. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
Really. And then I fall asleep outside of my bed.
So is Miz naked then? Because he didn't find a robe?
It would help. I kept saying I have a robe. Because I do.
So that's pretty much where we're at. So essentially now, I'm just waking up, obviously,
So,
bringing you up to speed on all this.
Gary, first question. Are you actually stuck?
I've yet to be able to break myself out of these bonds, but perhaps in time I'll be able to find a way. Although I think a key is a little bit more of a diplomatic approach.
I'm just wondering if you were cooperating and not resisting.
Isa was kind enough to release me from the silly ropes binding me to the mattress, but otherwise, this seems to keep me well intact.
The ropes were more kind of decorative. Oh yeah, that's right. We did. Sorry, I apologize. He did find a rope.
Yeah, he found his rope, and that's how you guys were able to like double knot him to the bed.
So yeah, I removed the pliers already.
Yeah.
It was roped. I apologize. I don't know why I just.
So then, next question, Gary. You don't remember receiving a message?
Oh. That I do recall. Yes. Whatever brought me to this bed is beyond me, but there was a voice. Someone said, "You've awoken."
Good. I cannot wait to meet you.
And that was the end of their message to me. Unless that also went to some of you.
I don't think it went for any of us, if I'm hoping I'm speaking out of turn.
Yeah.
Are you expecting to meet anyone in the future?
I was only expecting to meet a lot of you, ideally not in this state.
Alright, I should let him out. I mean, it seems normal.
I unlock the manacles. Changus, where? Changus, where? Terminator vision. Threats everywhere.
All the missile launchers pop.
Jarvis display. Didn't know you were capable of all this shit.
Put down your missiles. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
At this point, by the way, if everyone is awake and either making their way into this room or have already been here, you notice Changus is not present. You all would notice that. By the time you woke up, he was not even in the room. I would say roughly 30 minutes would have passed. The man at the carriage still waiting, not moving, just kind of passing time, waiting for whoever it is that he's picking up. Do you move back into the tower, or do you stay?
Shoot, I'd sit in the yard and I'd play with the soil a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, do
You
you want
do a
to?
cat massage. Cat massage in the
Cat
dirt.
biscuits just in the yard.
What if you're practicing a little bit of like mental ever presence in a meditative mode, and you go, "Here's the ecosystem can teach you about it," and you can feel specific notes of reality around you and how the ecosystem is metabolizing.
Hell yeah.
So, in other words, you like touching grass.
Literally and metaphysically touching grass.
Look at the grass?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mildly.
How do you get over it?
All right. Well, so Gary, do you? Not that you probably answer this question honestly, if it was the case, but do you feel that your designation is in any way compromised? Mm-hmm. Are we
safe?
I do not believe.
I hold no resentment. I know my designation is still to the Ashenborn, though it is a troubling fact that my mental, psychic, whatever category you wish to put my mind in, that those faculties have been compromised by whomever has attempted to communicate with me.
I do wonder, Gary, if you remember the log that you created in stasis before you received that message. Do you recall that log?
No.
Interesting. Because you expressed some things that I think.
Give me an insight check.
Insight, he's a goddamn robot. That's an 8.
He's confused.
Okay. It just, these things you mentioned audibly when creating that log that I think would have been a surprise to me 2-3 days ago. Yesterday made me aware of some things that made it less of a surprise.
If this is a mission you wish to pursue, I will follow you arm in arm, wherever that road may lead, even if to my demise.
Copy, I guess we're just left to trust you, and that's okay. At this point, should we check with Felix on an update on the tubes?
Sounds good.
Okay. Changus, how long before you decide to head back into the tower to check on your party.
Oh, a couple minutes.
Just a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So otherwise, you're like overstaying your welcome. It gets stupid.
Okay.
Could you give us a brief, re-description of the tower? Like, would there be other people staying there, or would it be like very out of place that there would be a buggy and driver that kind of appear?
So in general, the form of public transportation historically would have been the train cars underground. That's no longer really a thing, so public taxi, as it were, you've seen people taking carriages from place to place. It is not necessarily out of the norm to see someone in a carriage cart someone elsewhere. Though in this part of town, in the Newbridge district, give me a history check.
Eight again.
That eights. Turn that 8 sideways.
What?
It does not seem... Turn that 8
Your
sideways.
dice.
It was a 7.
No, your dice, man.
Yeah, I know. I alternated. I rolled an 8 with this. 4 plus 4. This was a 7 plus 1.
It does not seem like it's terribly common in the Newbridge district. Because again, there is a suburb of this district that mannequins live in. So their need for transportation, they don't seem to get that exhausted.
I appreciate the history, but I'm also not there to witness it, so I can't really act upon it.
That's fair.
Wink.
Wank.
That being said, I'm intrigued in checking with Felix.
Eventually, you all make it down to the basement level, where you see the pods in a state of closer and closer construction. Though Kertrick and Cyan Isla seem to be working feverishly at chipping away at some of this delirium. And in fact, you kind of see almost what kind of looks like dull grayish, dull violet soot marks on their faces and hands as they're working on, well, from what you recall, some delirium needs to be removed in order to not overload these pods. So it looks like they've been working on that and trying to find that right balance currently. Felix overseeing things, but currently just sitting on a stool. He's taking a break, which is a little odd in the morning. Though bags under his eyes would suggest that perhaps he might not have slept much, if at all.
Oh no. Did he try to...
What?
He sees you. You all enter. Morning, I assume. It's about the same timeline. Yeah, we're further along. Perhaps 36 more hours, and we'll have your pods in a state of success. And success is no bodily harm to your corpses upon reanimation. So, Isla seems to be struggling with finding the right volume of delirium to be working with right now, but
Do our bodies actually have to be put inside these tubes, or will we just reanimate them there from wherever we are?
it kind of sounds like you reanimate from wherever it was that you had died.
Like
There is
that.
some magic that brings your corpse or your ashes from there to your designated pods.
But aren't are sort of like shell life bodies of the former life in transit? Because they reside in those tubes, right?
More or less. It's a very, very long and complicated process for me to explain here and now. All that matters is your remains are transported to your soon-to-be assigned pods here when they're finished.
Okay.
These tubes you see here are essentially funneling some of that energy, some of that astral energy, as well as the delirium from within. So
I can see that you have some bags under your eyes. Are you doing okay? Are you hitting a wall?
I'm hitting a wall of sorts.
Do you need a night off or
Help.
you need 40 milligrams of ADHD medication? I know a guy.
Hey, if you've been dealing, we all saw the grave novelty of the situation that's been thrust upon us all. We found out what these machines can do. Have you been at all working on how would you not revivify clone tissue and have it to revivify us tissue? Or is that a separate issue?
The more that you're
clustering
talking,
of problems.
the more that you're talking about this,
The
you see his brow perspiring.
I like problems. Give them to me.
I think I need some fresh air. Cyanila, is there anything else that you need? No, Felix. I believe we have everything we need right here. Godric, next time don't hit the delirium so hard. And he steps out, and if any of you are following him, you would see him going outside and immediately hand shaken, lighting a pipe, trying to get some sort of edge off.
Fancy sig.
And
Fantasy sig.
who and may I ask, what is the whole party going out to see him at this
We
point?
all smoking up?
Papa Pass?
Everybody's smoking up outside. Yeah, I think because he didn't answer my question, I would follow.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So with the all,
And then I noticed the guy in the carriage, and I'm like, Cengiz, you didn't tell me about this guy?
Oh yeah, this is a new, there's a Mecca on the block.
There's a maker on the block. Yeah. Do you in subtlety and privacy share what your thoughts on who this guy might be?
I'm doing a bit of an Eastern Orthodox kind of picturing to some of the priestage in this universe.
Okay. Yeah.
Seriously,
No,
especially with
go.
the
Keep going.
historical facing against horrors unearthed. Where a whole world of one or some individuals maybe.
Okay. But do you share what you clocked
Yeah.
regarding the
Yeah,
man
this
on the
is it
carriage?
seems like a new person, new order. VM. They got a logo and better vibes. I something about them I like.
What kind of vibes?
Better.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better than other vicars.
Well, shit. Better
Well,
than
other
Ovidus
than what?
Morris.
We don't know.
Fucking everybody else.
Is that your whole read on this guy?
Seems to already be in league, probably with the Scions. But I'm not sure. But there seems to be some level of familiarity. This person seems to be already synchronized with this placeage and the people here. So there's some networking level. This person's already had been established.
So you must have talked to this guy.
No, you don't need to. You just look at the way it's
Oh,
He's already established.
You can see it on his face.
Yeah.
I mean, he's screaming it right now. With his silence. His silence is speaking volumes.
Yeah.
Right, like the familiarity
Okay.
outside the.
It's really the picture that's worth 1,000
Ah,
words.
yes. Now that I look at it,
But the 1,000 words were spoken anyway.
It's been here before.
So I think there's some ongoing contact.
I'm sorry. I need to interject.
Good.
It troubles me. He goes up to you, Dakaran. I'm sorry. I was unable to have access to any of my tools, any of the pods last night. I was essentially strong-armed out of the presence of Cyan Isla. But I heard her speaking multiple times to grandmasters at the fortress, saying that they want to take him, pointing at Gary, they want to take him back. They intend on studying him endlessly, finding ways why he has flaws, why he has the memories that he has. Perhaps the end is not with the body parts within. Perhaps the end is with living material continuously to find the next perfect being, and they find H88 to be the key of it, and they are afraid of what Malik might do as a result. It has terrified me to no end. I could not sleep.
It's a good thing we tied his hands up and put manacles on.
This is just the car.
He's not whispering it. He's addressing Dakaran.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I had asked him to do what he could to find out what's going on.
Well, let me just interject. The Scion, or the chick downstairs didn't stop you from your task. She was just distracted, or seemed to be more focused on this other task.
Yes, but the moment that she caught a sniff that I was trying to unveil some hidden truths about what their intent is, what their ultimate end is, and anything beyond constructing your pods, tipped her off enough, and in so few words left me unwelcome in my own forge.
Okay, well, let me just say that my number one objective for you is to get those pods constructed. I'm not dying before I get back to where I'm supposed to be. So
absolutely.
If you need me to go down there and kill her right now, I will.
No, you do not need to set off that set of dominoes. It is not worth it.
Well, fair enough, but I mean, I think that was an example of a drastic measure. But the real point is, we've I say we, through you, have contracted their assistance. They're not in charge here. The way that I look at this is we have tasked you with this task, and you've subcontracted them. So if we need to find someone else, I mean, if they're obstructing the work, then they're not doing their job.
Sorry. Do any of you know of others outside of the circle of the Scions who have a strong affinity with necromancy?
The Scalaran.
Well, let's avoid them.
Well, there's
the necromancer.
Yeah, that Carmelo was friends with.
He was like a lich or something, right?
No, he's like a lich. What's the guy's name?
Dr. Iliathor.
Yeah, the bone mancer.
Bone man.
Osteomancer.
The bone guy.
Incredible.
I also
construction.
am proficient in I'm necromantic. That's what
Just get you in there.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I have means to sending, and if he is a wizard, as it may sound, he might be able to come over, help us in this endeavor after I let Isla and her apprentices go. I think we need someone else in their stead. I do not trust them as far as I can throw them.
How far can you throw them?
Who's it getting?
I might be able to throw a half of them, right? Granted, Cyan Isla is a gnome, so she. Anyway, I digress.
So maybe we should come to some sort of arrangement with the osteomancer before proceeding with the flaring them, because I mean they can continue on with the work in the meanwhile, right?
We do not want, however we approach this, at whatever point we decide for the science to no longer be involved, we cannot give them any reason to think that we are on to them.
What do you have like a read on, like, are they gonna cause a
Malfunction?
no, like a
Disruption.
disruption if we're walking around with Gary? I mean, they seem so interested in him, right?
I think at least during his stasis, that's definitely a possibility. I think that's like my first clue is that, like, yeah, he's clearly incorruptible during stasis. I think, if what we need to do is keep him in stasis far away from where we sleep, or I don't know. Anything's on the table. No offense, Gary.
Watch on him, maybe,
So
see if he
the-
says anything else.
How could we possibly not give them a clue that we're on to them when we let them go? I mean, isn't that like the entire premise? How aren't they already aware that you're
Who's our most prolific liar? Someone could stroll down there and just say, "We're all done. We've finished."
Cyan Isla responds well to conversations and matters around science. If we can fabricate an idea of why we need outside help beyond limitations that perhaps she is unaware of, maybe that's the angle that we approach this with.
Okay, so from your expertise, I mean, this is a scientific endeavor, but is there a magical component that we could introduce?
The reason why I brought Cyan Isla on was, one, an old professional relationship, but two, it was the easiest way for me to be able to expedite the succession and the finishing of your pods. I could probably handle this myself, but it would take at least double the amount of time as it is currently taking them. But with Dr. Iliathor, his knowledge of osteomancy, his knowledge of understanding the essence of distilling life in a form beyond the veil, with his help I might be able to keep a similar timeline. But we need to give Isla a damn good case.
I mean, evidently, you had hidden a wall last night, and obviously that was sort of a psychological reason for experiencing, witnessing how they want to mess with H88, but they don't really know that.
Here's,
like, you could just say we've hit a scientific wall, and to break through it, we need another voice on it.
I like that. let me be the messenger in this situation.
Yeah, she trusts you.
She trusts me.
If you need one of us here to maybe assist you in rolling for that bluff, we'd be happy to help you bluff and roll with you for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think I might have some bluffs in my sleeve.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we help you at all? Or do you think you have it on your own?
Can you describe for me first where it was that you saw Dr. Iliathor, and that will help me pinpoint my sending spell for me to summon him.
Let me think.
Where? What was the question?
Where Dr. Iliathor is. Do you guys remember?
Is this the map?
I have to see the map.
It was in the Paterna district.
I don't remember.
Oh, it was over here. Like the parish.
It was not far from the Black Parish.
It was west of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So you could then use that description to give him enough, and he pulls out his sending stone. Doctor, this is Engineer Felix of Chateau Elysium. Your presence on behalf of Ashenborn is needed. Kiri's tower, your expertise, and their souls depend. That's all it.
24.
He hears back.
Nice work.
Nice.
That's an 18 on the die
Wow.
for persuasion.
Be cool if it's like a sending stone. It's like a payphone. Like you just slide a quarter.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. Collect call.
Mm-hmm.
Collect send.
A moment passes. He can be here within an hour. I will speak on behalf of you all to Cyan Isla, and I will message to one of you when it is safe, meaning none of the scions or their apprentices are present here. And at this point, in your huddle, those of you who are on the outside, I would say Mist, Draco, Orin, the three of you feel something like bump into you. Like that's kind of like what it feels like someone rushing past you, and you look around, and Changus, with your 20 passive perception, you can see invisible footprints leading away from the tower towards the carriage.
What the hell? It's all inside. Invisible footprints.
How far away is this figure?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I say this out loud. Loved him.
I think
From where you guys free. Amazing. From where you guys are, the carriage is about 100 feet away. Just as a frame of reference. Like it's not like right in front, but it's like the road isn't there's a bit of a path leading to the tower essentially.
Okay.
I
think I do though say to Felix, and I think I say H88, could you grab us some coffee for this morning? And then I peer back over to Felix and I say, we will make sure to keep him occupied and keep you protected.
Him being
H88.
Okay.
Coffee.
This is a rushed entity, and it sounds like they're about 30-40 feet away. By the time you realize what just brushed past you and where you're kind of hearing these footsteps going. About 30, 40 feet in the direction of the carriage.
Can we say 30 feet?
Somewhere in that range. Why?
Because I'm going to sneeze and breathe out fire, and then the smoke I'm hoping will drift over whatever's there.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
Creative.
Yeah. I don't even think you need to expend a dragon breath. I mean, you can essentially briefly conjure some fire just from your own brass dragon breath.
Forced to sneeze.
And some of that sneeze exhumes, and a plume of smoke exits, and you see the silhouette of a man, roughly about maybe 6 feet or so in height, maybe a little taller.
Just him, or the rest of us?
You guys would also see the smoke hitting the back of this person.
I go in again for another sneeze.
How far away is this person from us?
By the time this happens and you see the smoke hitting the back of him, it's about 40 feet away.
Okay. At this moment, I will launch a mode of light at that creature.
Wow.
I'm going to make a ranged spell attack. I'm basically launching a starry wisp at him.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
$23.
Okay.
Did you say 23?
Yeah.
It's 23.
Oh yeah.
23 club. Everybody's gonna get 23 by the end of the night.
Yep. So on a hit, the target takes 1d8 radiant damage, and until the end of your next turn, it emits dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible condition. If I hit it.
Starlight extends from you,
Yep.
and as that wisp makes its way beelining for the entity, you feel it tried and true, but the light begins to unravel as though it is being counterspelled.
Wow, that's sick.
I immediately do this.
The door opens to the carriage.
Thumb out, actually.
There's a driver still standing outside?
There's a driver, and you hear a voice. Hubby!
Let's fucking blow this thing
Focus fire on the carriage. No, I think now is a good time to go walk over and meet VM.
Oh, they're trying to leave, so...
Horses are turning around.
Well, they're turning around.
And you see the carriage heading in the direction of the road pointing southwest.
And it's on a. They're pursuing a road. They're not like going off road. They're on a road.
I mean, carriages don't really do very well off road.
Okay.
I start running. I cast Misty Step. Teleport 30 feet forward, and then bust out my arm cannon to shoot at one of the wheels.
Oh my gosh!
Wow!
I'm not
wow!
Interesting fellow.
Yeah.
Can we get it like maybe a reference for how far the carriage is away right now?
Right now, again, 100 feet. If no one has moved forward, it's 100 feet.
I dashed. I'm trying to.
Damn, I got the perfect thing.
Maybe I went 60, 75, 70 feet with dash. How much is dash? About 5.
If you
You look like you really enjoying that one.
Dash.
okay, so if you dash, that is your action. I know you can Misty
Oh, that's
Step.
your action. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so you can go 30 and then so you'd be 60 feet,
60.
just past halfway. What's the plan, y'all? What are we doing? Are you letting this carriage go? Are you pursuing it? Are you following it?
I think we should follow it.
I can't get there in time. Before
I would love to cast pyrotechnics and then just like to have some fireworks go out in front of it, so that they kind of lose, maybe lose, distract them.
See ya.
Sorry.
Later.
See ya.
See ya. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my new badass spells.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, all right. I'm gonna start like a jog towards the carriage, as like in its wake, and I'm gonna cast basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to conjure a wave of water that crashes down an area within range. The area can be up to 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dex saving throw on a failed save. Creature takes 48 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much, blah blah blah. The water then spreads out across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unpredicted flames in the area within 30 feet of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Is this water wall?
I'm casting Tidal Wave.
Tidal wave. Yeah.
Onto sort of like, I'm centering, because I have, it's 120 feet is the range. So I'm like, I'm splashing like a 30 foot, whatever, 30 feet long, 10 feet wide.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just trying to like catch it, bang, like in its path as it goes.
Okay.
So
roll me some dice of the damage first. How do you want to combine this effort with your pyrotechnics?
Right. Yeah, pyrotechnics. I was planning on doing either smoke cloud or fireworks.
Smoke weed every day.
I think fireworks is where I'm it's like wherever the water is like trying to push them. I would like the fireworks to be that, like or like. I'm trying to think of the safe space. I want it to be directing towards like the road, you know.
Okay.
Yep. The road, so that they can't. You know.
So the first thing, as you are in the midst of summoning this massive wall of water and torrent, the carriage picks up speed and begins to run down, not like in a blitz, but just like a faster pace rather than just like a stroll, essentially, as to probably not stir alarm. But you then begin to see arcing over yourself, Gotsrog, an explosion of light and fire in front, and you see it stops the carriage in its tracks as the two horses reel back in fright, utter fright, stopping it just enough for the wave to crash on the left side of the carriage. What is the total damage?
So, it's 15 damage on a failed save, and they're knocked prone.
Okay. You see the carriage driver knocked clean off, rolled a 6, and has fallen off of the carriage and soaked in water. The carriage itself has kind of like fallen off on its side. The horses sprint off, going in various directions throughout the city. But the other individual is not present.
The one who got the carriage. I cast Fairy Fire in that area.
Okay.
So next time.
I'm not gonna roll because he's not there.
Oh, he's not there. Okay. I think like
No. That wasn't like, I'm not being facetious. I'm saying this. You cast a spell in a logical location.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But in spite of that,
There's nothing there.
there is nothing there.
Okay.
I think we all want to pursue VM for questioning.
Okay. As you do so, you see him just like coughing up water. Oh dear. Oh no. And he sees you all like kind of like running up and surrounding him. Please, what do you need? What do you want from me?
Who are you driving?
Frankly, I don't see how that is any of your concern. I just am a transporter of sorts.
Yeah, we're asking anyways.
Sorry, my colleagues are very suspicious people. Very suspicious. They've been high-strung, seeing all manner of horrible things happening out of seemingly innocent people.
Give me a persuasion check, and you give me an intimidation check.
Let's go.
Oh,
Roll it twice.
Oh, you got
Roll it twice.
Disadvantage.
Of course.
This is disadvantage if there's anything.
It's just a straight
No
straight
vantage. Univantage.
roll. What did you get for persuasion?
Depends on the level.
He rolled 94 bulls level, I'm pretty sure. 94, yeah.
MNOP. Don't have any O's.
No negative, only positive.
23, 23.
23.
Again? This is wow. Number one, this is your third 23 and the knight's fourth 23.
It's so many beyond 20s.
Both of us plus 3 with
So you've got one too.
Yeah,
So
so
this is his third, and then you and I have had one 23.
Insane.
That's insane.
Insane.
Speaking of 94 bulls, Jordan 23.
I'm coxing aboard some torch.
You see his posture shift from fear to like a bit of understanding. Oh, all right. I can understand how this whole thing looks a bit suspicious. I assure you that my the one who I was a courier for is just a noble. And nobles tend to travel in secret and in privacy, as to not stir any confusion to the people that they have such busy lives.
It used to be simpler times, trustable times. People could trust a traveler.
Well, apparently they didn't.
The noble you were driving was spying on us.
Was he?
Yes, that's
This-
how it seemed to us.
High level, deep, dark forces pulling strings. We go crazy, paranoid.
I
We
don't,
get bits and
I don't think
pieces.
my friend here would have knocked over your carriage with a tidal wave. We weren't suspicious he was spying on us.
Well, the
Oh, sorry. I know that's a high ask. You absolve that for us.
you must understand. The noble in question is a part of a very secretive and elite circle within Ljubljana. I have been a courier for quite a many in my time, and I can assure you that this noble, again, who may or may not have been spying on you, is just simply trying to get from here to a very important meeting.
True. Could be an adaptive means of that. That's how the same directive survives. The organization has a means to exist and a means of purpose.
When you say
going towards it.
When you say here, what exactly do you mean?
Here? I'm sorry, what context did I say the word here?
You said trying to get from here to a very important meeting.
Oh, yes. Well, he told me he was dwelling here at this tower, as I assume some of you must have been, and well, he was highly requested on behest of another noble to meet up with the. Oh, God, I've already spoken too much.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I do not wish to compromise myself amongst the Masonia.
Oh. Okay. Whoa. I do not feel like this guy's legit. These people are. It's so easy to get discouraged and disheartened to say every possible organization that's working on anything that has any loyal soldiers out there doing something is to the let's bring as much horrible across to everybody.
If it makes you feel any better, I do not even know what he's going to meet them about.
Do you know sorry if I missed this, I'm just walking up. Do you know the first and last name of the person who was in your carriage?
Yes.
What is it? This is not HIPAA. You're a taxi driver.
We just got fucking assaulted.
What relationship do you have with Hippo?
I'm best friends with all hippos.
Quite curious. All right. If you promise not to give me away to the Victorian Masonia, then
Victorian Masonia.
I shall. If I can have each of your words that and your vows that I will not be in a complicated and troublesome state upon returning.
I'll do you one better than a vow. Pinky promise.
No disrespect, but I'm gonna forget your name within 10 minutes of meeting.
I will not.
Respect.
Well,
Play the bells.
my name is Merly, but
Love that name.
I was tasked to transport the Lord Raybold. I was tasked to bring him to the Masonia.
You were tasked to bring him to the Masonia?
Victorian Masonia, yes.
So you were waiting at our tower for Lord Raywold?
He sent a sending for me, and I as well as others amongst the Victorian Masonia, our job is to transport nobility in shadow and secrecy.
Which district is the Masonia in?
Give me a history check, but this is going to be on behalf of Ulrich, actually.
Why?
Because he knows about the city.
Do I pull up his sheet?
Yeah, Victorian Masonia is not on the map. I know what his stats are.
What is that?
That's pretty good. Let's go.
More country, the Elven Kingdom to the north.
Did anybody do their homework? It's like,
Sounded like the Elven Kingdom kind of
yeah, we gotta reconvene
to some degree.
after the last session.
What's the homework?
So last session was such an info dump. We did the homework, so we all dreamed, and we kind of received shared info drill. Yeah, the Northern Kingdom.
What was
14 was the raw dice total that I rolled.
Ulrich says, I always assumed that the Victorian Masonia was just a conspiracy up until not long before you, Ashenborn, showed up.
He was
but
just here.
the Masonia is within the waterfront district. It's, I believe they have a base of meeting west of the channel of the Morian River. I've never been. I don't. It's always been a. It's always been a whisper, just a thought, and no one's ever really put much weight behind just some circle of elites.
So what's your idea of what the Victorian Masonia is?
Well, now it makes me think that it, in fact, is real, for starters, and
Well, what do they do?
they're more or less involved in a political way, ushering laws of, at least people assume that the Victorian Masonia circle was part of those who made the decision with the Radiant Order to begin the various district-centric quarantines when the curse and the scourge first started. Everyone just assumed that the Radiant Order made this because the Radiant One told them to. But there were a few other moments, a few other galas in the past where those same folk, Yolanda Moongold, was always present at these very luxurious gatherings and political gatherings. Lord Raybolt for a time. I believe Grendelock too. Some others.
So as far as it's just like a circle of elites, is sort of what you're telling me?
I try not to dip into politics all that much. I feel like my efforts and endeavors are better served to those who I can protect.
So you have an idea of where their HQ would be?
Well, I know if I need verification, I have a half-foot who could help me with that.
Who's that?
It was the connection who told him about the whereabouts of Borest.
Gotcha. And you're speaking as Ulrich.
I'm speaking as
Gotcha.
Ulrich.
You're not speaking as Picard. Okay, Ulrich.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. And then did we get this VM guy's name? Merle. Sorry. Okay, so now that your passenger has abandoned you, Merle, where are you off to now?
I probably should head back to the Masonia, though they're going to question why I was not able to bring Lord Raybold, wherever he may be, together.
Okay.
It's gonna look suspicious.
So did you see Lord Raybold enter your carriage?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I was expecting you.
There was some invisible fucker that messed with us while we were in a private conversation.
Oh yeah, that's what set us off. We're not totally crazy.
Like,
It really
that's
was.
why we disrupted this.
Lord Raybold must have put invisibility on himself to be unawares of his whereabouts as he ran to my carriage. He was in some sort of a rush.
Okay, we're on very good terms with Lord Raybold. So I'm either like
We're not that judgmental.
I'm either distrustful of you or my distrust of him is skyrocketing.
Well, as the old adage goes, don't fire a crossbow at the courier.
Well,
can we help you at all?
I guess
Like, fix you up a little bit.
They could lift us to the.
that's the
We gotta
thing.
go to the Black Bear.
Either way,
Yeah.
we could
Double
all ride in the
incentive.
carriage to the VM.
Oh, sure.
Or-
Well, if you can locate my horses, thank you very much for that.
I thought they had remained. I didn't know
They were frightened by the pyrotechnics and bolted as soon as the carriage tipped
You're
over.
just gonna hoof it.
Well,
Gonna have to.
Our
Can we
friend
do
here
a-
can pull up a steed, can he?
Yeah, we got a druid too.
Yeah,
Can we
and I
make
can
it all
also
animal
become a
talk?
horse.
Fly up and
We got a
say,
druid animal talk.
Yeah,
You can,
yeah.
but
This
but
fucker is one with nature.
similarly to what Issa just said, you have a fine steed ability now as 6th
right.
level, so you can summon a steed, which can help you all get you.
And I could become a warhorse.
You can.
So
Okay.
the thing is that
2 horses.
all right, to my party, Merle, I'm gonna need you to not listen to this, so plug your ears. Like either way, so yeah, I don't know if we trust sort of his recollection of this sort of invisible figure being Raywalt, because it's like you don't have to plug your ears. Because I don't know, it's like I don't want to be off on this quest and have this invisible figure just have fucked up our laboratory.
Should we split our party then?
I don't feel super comfortable splitting up a party to chase an invisible foe. But yeah, I mean,
It's hard to
I'm
accept.
concerned.
Especially footsteps away is more concerning somehow than footsteps towards noticing invisible
Oh yeah, where do you even start?
It already did it.
Give me an insight check, Godsrod, on Merle.
On Merle.
Have too much fun.
14.
There is enough fear in his current state right now that he is trying as best as he can to make sure that he doesn't get fired or doesn't have anything worse happen to him. There's enough truth that you glean that he feels like he picked up Raywalt.
Okay.
If Noble seemed to travel inconspicuously, and he recognized the voice, it sounds to you that there's not falsehood in his speech.
Okay. All right. So, peering back to my compatriots, I think yeah. All right. If we just want to sort of move forward with faith and just trust that this invisible figure was just Raywalt, then yeah, I think a ruse to enter the hold on. The Victoria Masonia might be kind of fun. So if I become a warhorse, if him
Draco.
Generates, it finds a steed, and we both yank the carriage back over. Merle drives the coach. The rest of y'all are in the carriage. We bust over to the waterfront district, and we infiltrate, hopefully finding some clues as to what Raywalt was doing, attempting to avoid our gaze.
I do have invisibility.
What is any other thoughts on this sort of ruse type sting plan?
Holly, can I add a mending to it? Quick mending cantrip if we fucked up the carriage, because we're about to drive the carriage that we attacked, right?
I would say it's going to, as a cantrip, it's not amazing, but it will take. It would probably take about 20 minutes with continuous mending, over and over and over, to be able to bring the carriage to a very usable state.
Right, tear down objects such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a key.
Awesome.
That's helpful.
Okay, you get no larger than a foot in dimension of the break or tear, and then you mend, leave no trace.
Yeah.
You can just apply that to sort of because I don't know if it's broken. Is anything broken?
It's definitely dented in. The thing
I'm an artist
to the side.
I would say group efforts to rehabilitate this carriage. The magical limitations of the mending spell. You're not fabricating wood per se, or fabricating metal. You are basically taking what exists and reforming it to a state that makes it functional.
All you're doing is putting material already there back together.
So that's why I'm saying with everyone's efforts, probably going to take about 20 minutes, but with your fine steed, his wild shape, you guys are set to head towards the Victoria Masonia in the waterfront district. Is that the plan?
My only other thought was because Carmela had a sending stone, right? Did we have a open line of communication? I was thinking of we could send stone Carmela to try to get in a good word, or have her contact Iliathor on our behalf if we're going off to do this tangent thing.
Okay. Well,
on the highway, I got
Oren, you have the stone to Carmela.
Do I? Oh, okay.
I know you have ascending stone, so I could just we could just say that you would be able to communicate to her.
Carmela.
Would she be helpful in the Ashenborn 2 construction process?
So my thought was that we could send stone Carmela so that she could try to maybe reach out to or put in a good word for us for getting into contact with Iliathor.
Okay.
Because if we're going off to do this side quest or whatever,
yes,
we still might want to kind of start pulling the thread on the Iliathor stuff. Mm-hmm. So it seems kind of time sensitive.
Yeah. True. Felix did reach out to Iliathor via his own sending stone as well.
It is true.
It can't hurt to do that as well.
Does the name have any kind of genetic placement with Iliwarna?
Iliwarna?
Or what's that? The Northern Kingdom, Dream, Civil War split?
Oh, yes. Yeah. But as far as the current state of affairs, it sounds like putting in a good word to Carmela is what you guys are talking about.
Totally agree. Yeah, sorry.
How many words do we get?
25.
Okay.
Saying we could really use his help at our tower, which I can't remember the name.
Kiri's tower.
Carmela, we are at Kiri's
Weird.
tower. Send Iliathor, please.
We will die.
We are in danger. We're not in danger.
We could use his help.
We could use his help.
Badly.
Scientifically.
Scientifically, yeah.
In bed.
That's under 21.
Okay.
Scientifically.
We could use his help.
XO. XO.
Oh!
Yo! Let's go.
It is good to hear your voice and to know that you are all still alive.
Yeah, we was talking.
My relationship is distant, but I will reach out nonetheless. That's what she says. As you all hop into the carriage, within and without, heading towards the waterfront district, and we will pick up where that leaves off next session.
Interesting. And I'm a horse.
And I'm a horse.
What you got?
ADHD medication.
It says in the back of the bag, cherry.
Wild cherry. Yeah. Wild cherry. Take 3 times daily.
You never seen medicine come with flavors?
Yeah.
Medicine has flavors.
That's true. As a child, it was either like
Yeah. Flintstone vitamins.
throat destroying cherry or fake grape. Son.
That was funny. He's using his teeth open. Do you want a pair of scissors, brother?
That feels like giving up.
What is it?
It's your first ADHD challenge. Is getting this thing open.
It feels like giving up, he says.
If you get it open, you deserve the medicine.
Yeah, you gotta earn it. Oh. They don't let just anybody.
That's straight TRT to the face.
Finally. Oh yeah. It's been my low.
I've been low for too long, brother.
Dude, you're popping 3 of those things?
No, 2.
You have
Just
one in your mouth and there's
popping-
2 more in your hand.
One's bitten.
This is
yeah,
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they 10 mgs a pop?
To me.
They're what? 10 me? What are they?
The 20s.
They're like 50 to you, but 10 to me.
I mean, to me, they'd probably put me up for a week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've done like.
You're doing
500.
40 mgs right now?
I've done like 500.
And did you wake up from your nap?
This man is alive to tell the tale, so I guess.
When you start tripping and you start going to like it's like beyond an acid trip, and then it's all the psychedelics you've ever taken somehow come back at once.
My in-laws canceled cable, and they were like, so what is the best streaming service so that way we can still get Fox? And I was like, YouTube TV? And they're like, yeah, but that's so expensive. I'm like, I'm sure Fox has a subscription at this point.
Yeah.
Like what
Fox
news
Nation.
place doesn't have?
Fox Nation.
Yeah.
You gotta get the Fox Meta Ray-Bans.
Oh,
What?
watch
They have
it.
those?
Yeah.
Wait. What? All of a sudden?
Yeah, you
believe
see it, like the hues are constantly shifting between red, white, and blue.
Everyone's skin color shifts between the hue of red, white, and
Every
blue.
time you put them on, it's a
Skin
different
colors
shade.
fly.
Yeah.
So you can see the skinwalkers when you wear them.
Whoa!
Yeah. The Great Detective.
They're like the They Live glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. You no longer believe Epstein conspiracies.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I mean. Sorry.